not ready.
Ready? 1.
I'm not ready yet.
2, 3. Go ahead.
I'm not ready yet. Hi, I'm Haley. Welcome to the first episode of Paleo with Haleo. Today we're having a game day menu of chicken wings, meatballs, and paleo fat bomb brownies. So, welcome and enjoy.
Go.
Hi, I'm Haley, and welcome to the first episode of Paleo with Haleo. Today we're getting ready for the Super Bowl by mixing up some chicken wings and 2 different kinds of sauces for your guests. So, welcome and enjoy. Some of these already, but in case people want to buy whole chicken wings as opposed to the frozen bags of party wings that you have to then thaw out, buy a regular package of chicken wings, but they come connected, so you have your drumette and your wing all together. So, first things first, I'm going to show you how to cut a chicken wing if you want to do it this way. If you want the easy way, just buy the frozen bags. Alright, so, if you buy your normal chicken wing, it comes like this. It's all connected, and it's disgusting. This is not for the faint of heart, so if you cannot handle raw meat and cutting through bones, just buy the party wings or fries or whatever. Okay, find the joint somewhere in there, and you're just gonna hack it off. Bam! Chicken drumette. And then this little weird wing tip. I don't want that. If you want it, then keep it. That's up to you. Ugh, it's disgusting. I save my wing tips because later in the week, I'm gonna make some bone broth, and I'm gonna be using these nasty little chicken parts to go in my bone broth because it's super healthy. So I'm just gonna do it a couple more times, give you an idea again. Whole chicken wing. Find the joint and a little muscle. Cut it up. It helps if you have a super sharp knife, but you have to be really careful because you'll slice your knuckle off like I did earlier if you're not. So, now that we've cut up all of our chicken wings, we've got to coat them. So this whole method is a baking method, and I don't know about you, but in the past when I've baked bone-in skin-on chicken, it always comes out a little funky and like not delicious. But I tried this a couple weeks ago and it works out great. And you get the nice crispy chicken wing that you want without having to fry it or bread it. So the first thing that we're gonna do, by the way, this is my trash bowl, so I don't have to keep running back and forth to the garbage can. Just FYI. First thing we're gonna do is get 3 egg whites. So you have to separate your yolk from your white. And like my chicken wing parts, I save my yolks because I'll use them in mayonnaise or I'll throw them in scrambled eggs or whatever. Alright, there's a lot of different ways to separate a yolk from a white. I tend to do it with my hands. Just like that. And it separates completely. And it's nasty, and yeah, your hands get dirty, but whatever. The other way to do it is to use an egg separator, which is equally as messy and not as much fun. But that, ugh, something like that. You'll notice when I'm gonna throw this back in my yolks, there's still a little bit of white attached to it, and I hate that. So I'm just gonna use my hands, because I don't mind being disgusting or getting dirty. All right, gross, gross, gross. Okay, rinse my hands off. They are super dirty. I'm going to tell about my egg yolks. I put them back in the fridge immediately because if I'm going to use them in mayonnaise, they're raw and they need to stay fresh and clean. And I don't know, I don't want tainted eggs. That's nasty. Put them in the fridge. Alright, so then to add to my egg whites, this is all going to end up coating the chicken. I'm doing some baking soda, 2 teaspoons of baking soda right on top of those egg whites. 1 and 2. And 1 3/4 teaspoons of salt. Ready? We're going to mix it up. And make sure there aren't any lumps or yuckiness. It wants to be pretty smooth before you dump it on your chicken wings. Just like that. And it's floppy. And it looks nasty, but I promise it's Delicious. So then I'm going to dump it on top of my wings. I'm going to coat them. I left a ring on. Gross. You can use a spoon. Some people prefer to use a spoon. I like to use my hands. So I'm just going to kind of roll them through this egg wash mess. Ugh. And make sure they're nice and coated. And then I'm going to take them and put them on a baking rack on top of a cookie sheet and stick them in the fridge. Oops. Salmonella on the counter. Oh shit. This is the key to crispy chicken wings that aren't fried. So we just dredged them in our egg wash of egg whites and baking soda and salt. Now we're going to lay them out on our cookie sheet. On our, what is this? Baking rack. On top of the cookie sheet. Oh my god. And we're going to make sure that they don't touch. Because the whole point of this is they're going to air dry in the fridge. And that sounds kind of nasty, I get it. But the process of doing that makes it so that when they bake up, they're nice and crispy and you don't get that yucky, weird, like wet chicken. Ugh. That's all. Wow. You're such a dirtbag. Alright, chicken wings in the fridge. Don't mind my cluttered, dirty fridge. And they're just going to sit in there overnight because we want them to dry. Dry, little chicken wings. I'll shut that later. These are already done. They won't even close. These are done. They're ready to go in the oven. Preheat the oven to 450. That's done. So I'm just going to plop them in and let them cook. Those will go for 15 minutes and then I'll pull them out, flip them over in another 15 minutes. And then we will be ready to dredge them in delicious sauce. We have our chicken wings in the oven, so while those are cooking, I'm going to make sauce number 2 because sauce number 1 is already done. It's just Frank's Redhot wing sauce. And I picked this because it's a fairly clean, as far as paleo goes, hot sauce. I don't want to mess with trying to make a hot wing sauce. I failed at it before. The one thing this does have in it is canola oil, but build a bridge, get over it. Depends on how strict you are. I'm not that strict. So, sauce number 2 is more of a teriyaki, really? Teriyaki Asian flair that you can make as spicy or as not spicy as you want. There's coconut aminos. That is 1/3 of a cup of coconut aminos. 1.5 teaspoons of rice wine vinegar, and then some sesame oil. I'm going to crush a garlic clove into that. It's my favorite part. Except I need a knife. If you don't have a garlic press, I highly suggest you invest in one. Like $5 at the grocery store. And they're priceless because I cannot mince a garlic clove to save my life. So once I did that, I'm going to go ahead and throw in some green onions. If y'all look the recipe up online, this is from Mark's Daily Apple. He calls for, I think, scallions. Same thing. Just going to dump that in. And this is where the spice comes in. These are red chili peppers. You see them at the pizza joint a lot. You can add as much or as little as you like. If you want a little more spice, then throw some more in. If you don't want that much, then don't throw any in. And then we're just going to stir it up and mix it. And it's going to be delicious. Ta-da! Sauce number 2 is done. It's going to go off while you're filming. This is like the world's most sensitive smoke alarm. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
Here's our chicken wings. And do you see how crispy and delicious they look already? And they're only halfway done. Shut that. And then I'm going to attempt to flip these over. They're going to stick a little bit. And that's okay. It's not the end of the world. Also, don't try to rush yourself through this and burn your hand off. Because that would suck and then nobody's eating anything. chicken wings. They're all done. I'm just gonna plate these now. They're super duper hot, so if you wanna let them cool off, that's fine. Throw them on a plate, and then you have your 2 sauces. Your guests who are over for the Super Bowl or whatever awesome gaming event can pick their own sauce, throw them on top, and you're done. It's super easy. And crispy and delicious. Chicken in my mouth. Aren't they beautiful? They are beautiful chicken wings. You agree, McKay? Yes. Thank you. And they're not fried, and they're fresh, and they're clean, and they don't have bread on them. Okay, I'm gonna eat 1, or maybe 2, so I can try both of my sauces. Here I have Frank's Redhot wing sauce, which again is not squeaky clean paleo, but it's clean enough for my taste, so works for me. Just gonna drizzle that on there. Deliciousness. And smear it around. Then I'm gonna have a bite. Put my pants up so my ass crack isn't hanging out. You ready? No, that's delicious. It's like a super crispy skin and juicy meat. Not much better than that. And they're not fried. And that's amazing. Alright. Next is my little Asian fusion sauce from Mark's Daily Apple. This I already know is delicious, but this is my favorite sauce to put on chicken. I'm just going to smear it. And then I'm going to put the spoon back because I don't care. Yeah, equally delicious. And equally crispy. And totally worth the overnight dry time, right? Because that's the key to getting the skin like this without having to put it in the frying pan with whatever oil. You could totally do it that way if you didn't have the overnight dry time. I guess just fry it in like coconut oil or some kind of clean oil and make your sauces the same way. But anyway, I'm gonna eat the rest of this. Sorry. Bye! Thanks for stopping in! See you next time. Good? We're good? Because I'm gonna eat the rest of this now. Yeah? Alright, cool.